Let's be having you. The Bacon Brigade, assemble! Smash that like button, my friends, and hang on to your seats, baby, because this one's going to be a screamer. Yes, good evening, everybody. It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with another little stream for you, late night stream. I'm pretty tired tonight, guys. Zombified. Got up early today for me. Went to bed late last night for me. And it's now late. And I'm pretty shattered. But we're here regardless to see out the rest of the transfer window together, my friends. We're going to see what happens. There might be a cheeky little surprise in there. You never know. We're going to cover all the latest sort of transfer news as and when it comes out of the next remaining 38 minutes of the transfer window. And obviously it takes a little bit of time for a few transfers just to be announced and go through at the end. So we'll definitely hang around for a bit after as well, obviously. But do us a favour at the start of this cheeky little stream, everyone. Smash that like button on it. You know it makes sense. Give us a big thumbs up on the video. Hit the likes on it. Also, give us a share around if you could do that. That'd be amazing. At the top of the live chat there is a cheeky little post that is pinned. And that one is a link to the Twitter. If you could give us a repost over there, that would be absolutely amazing. And big up everybody in the live chat. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's just shout out everybody in the live chat here. We've got Lilith United. What's going on? Paul Warburton, Indy, Christine Duffy, Must Play, Jonathan Gallagher, top player. Let's go. Aaron getting in there raw. There's the link again there to repost. It's pinned to the top if you want to help us out. We'll shout you out later on in the show. Nice one. Paul S. Yes, mate. Wonder if there's going to be an 11th hour signing. Absolutely, my friend. Let's bloody well hope so. And if it does happen, then I think it'll be probably a wide player. I don't think we're going to get a left back now. I think it will be some sort of a wide player, you know, because obviously Jadon Sancho's on his way out. United have signed way more than most teams. We absolutely have, yes. Hello, Lilith. What's good? Hardcore Devil, Elliot Manduna, top player, Mynamic, Dublin Games, Beef Curtains, Flowers, everybody. Paul Martinez, how you doing, lad? Evening Pig, I rate Man United's transfer window 8 out of 10. Yeah, same really. I pretty much would have to give it the same sort of a rating, yeah. Go on then, everybody. Let's ask the live chat that question. How would you rate the transfer window out of 10? I've also got a little poll running throughout this show, which is just simply asking the question, are you happy with Manchester United's transfer window? Do answer in the poll there as well. You can have a vote. Currently, it's at 69%, dudes, of people say yes. Quite a high percentage say no. That's interesting. Nice one, CJ's. What's up, Stephen, Connor, everyone, Aladdin, welcome in. Yes, thank you very much, Paul. Yes, he says, keep smashing the like button. Thank you so much. Going to need your help to get it out there, my friends. So do like and share. Thank you. Duke of Rodtown, what's up there? Joshua, Emmett Levine. I think I used up all my notifications today, obviously, because this is the 5th video on the channel today in some sort of iteration. So, you know, please do give us a share and a like spike. Onwards and upwards, we have sold our 2 best wingers in Greenwood and Sancho. Really? I mean, okay, I can understand the Greenwood argument because he was class on grass. A little bit dodgy in other areas, though, but class on grass, my son. Young player, but PR shitstorm had to get rid, I suppose. Nightmare, yeah, it's a loss in a way. Sancho, on the other hand, we've proven him to be gash over the last couple of seasons. I'm not convinced about Sancho whatsoever, my son. He'll probably go to Chelsea and be an absolute shart merchant for them. So good luck to him. But, yeah, Greenwood's a talent. 7.5 out of 10. Still need a left back. 3 out of 10. That's harsh. That is harsh, lad. 9.5. 7. Fair play to you guys getting in here raw. I largely agree with you. It's a good window. 6, 7, 8, somewhere around there. Crazy Joe, big up yourself there for getting your highlighted member comment in. He says, Pig, when will United next win the Premier League? I think in a few years' time, probably around about the same sort of time that Manchester City get relegated to the conference, mate. Somewhere in that sort of region, you know, a similar sort of time. Getting a toxic Sancho out is a good deal. Well, that's it, isn't it? So let's cover the latest news then. Hello there, Rashat. What's up, Mr. Leo G and everyone? Let's cover the latest news then very quickly. So, look, this is what David Ornstein said actually after Fab, but this is what, I'll tell you what Fab said first actually, but Fab a little while ago did indeed tweet out, breaking. Jadon Sancho to Chelsea, here we go. Loan deal with obligation to buy. Obligation to buy clause agreed between the two clubs. Sancho already said yes as he wanted the Chelsea move. Deal now. Do you know what? Jadon Sancho's a bit of a wrong un, ain't he? As well. Just put it out there. Not only can he not be arsed, not only is he slagging his manager off publicly, not only is he just a bit of a lazy bastard, but also he's quite happy to go and play for one of our rivals, isn't he? Scumbag, mate. Absolute scumbag move. You know what I'm saying? But there you go. He really wants to go and play for Chelsea, right? Yeah, okay, anyway. So he's going to go to play for Chelsea. Deal's now agreed between all parties. Man United accepted the proposal and the deal is now set to be signed. So that's what Fab said. He's basically said that it's already done. And then just shortly after that, David Ornstein reported this, that exclusive Chelsea are on the verge of an agreement with Manchester United to sign Jadon Sancho. Deal for the 24-year-old Man United winger, season-long loan, plus Chelsea obligation to buy next summer. Personal terms in place as all sides work to complete. So, you know, I'm keeping an eye on things, obviously, while this stream's going on. So I'll just check, like, the main journo sorts of timelines and stuff like that throughout the show and give you the latest updates. But as of right now, yes, that is the current situation. Ornstein, after Fabrizio said, here we go, has reported that the deal is close. So, you know, we can basically reach the assessment that that is probably going to be done very soon before the window, obviously. And it does look like it is a loan move with an obligation to buy. Get in there, my son, which is fantastic. Which means when we can get rid of this absolute rice pudding out of the team very, very soon, that means, obviously he's going to go to a Premier League rival. It's not going to be for a lot of money up front, but the terms of the deal could prove to give us quite a little bit of money down the line. Obviously, we have to wait and see if we can get, I don't know, 30 million for this guy, whatever. Maybe it's not that high because obviously we just want him gone. Or perhaps they paid a significant fee up front, and so therefore it's not going to be that huge of an amount later on. But, I'm thinking just good. Get rid of him. Permanent's fantastic. Obviously, it's not a permanent deal right now. Look, Chelsea would mortgage their souls if they could. You know what I mean? Chelsea would absolutely mortgage their own souls to the devil if they could. Because that's the sort of club that they are right now. And Todd Bowley, they're financing their whole lives, man. So this is no different. This will fit right in with what they're doing. But they're getting Sancho, not for a lot of money up front. They're paying high wages to him, obviously, because his wages are astronomical and he's gash. And then down the road, they're going to have to pay an extra fee there to make the move permanent, and it's an obligation to buy. So good business by Man United getting rid of him. The only thing I don't like about it is just the fact that he is going to a team that's not in a different league. It would have been nicer if he'd gone to PSG or Juventus, one of these sorts of teams where he wouldn't just have bothered us at all. Now he could come back and obviously bite us, I suppose. But that's the latest news from the likes of David Ornstein and Fabrizio Romano in regards to Sancho going to Chelsea. Now, what else is on the cards? Well, get in there, my son. Ugarte, Ugarte, he comes from Uruguay, he'll jab the Scouser's eye. Anyway, get in there, Ugarte. He is officially a Manchester United player. There he is there. Cue big cheesy grin vibes. There he is there, guys. Let's go. Let's get a hashtag Ugarte, some Uruguay flags in there. Oh, Uruguayan friend. Okay, so we have to have a Uruguayan in the team. Pellistri's just gone. And Facundo's gone. And now, obviously, we've got Manuel Ugarte coming in. Look, hopefully he's going to be the next Uruguayan Roy Keane for us. That's what I'm calling him from now on until he proves me otherwise. So, I'm happy with the signing. Looks like a real talent. That's all done. Announced officially tonight at 9:30 p.m. by Manchester United. And it is all official and done. We knew it was coming anyway, but just there is the official announcement. It's big news. It's good news. We paid a lot of money for him, but it's good news, isn't it? Yeah. Also, beyond that, I'm keeping an eye on this situation with Raheem Sterling, because Raheem Sterling is still really likely to move before the end of the transfer window. Arsenal is looking very likely, and unless there's something new that's come out, the situation is as follows. Raheem Sterling and Arsenal deal at final stages, says Fabrizio Romano about half an hour ago. So expected that's what's going to happen. He's going to go and join Arsenal. So how do you feel about that, guys? Smash a 1 if you would have liked to have seen Raheem Sterling join Manchester United to perhaps alleviate some of the issues that we're going to have with, now Sancho going. Smash a 1 or smash a 6 in the live chat if you'd rather eat a shit sandwich, do you know what I mean, than have Raheem Sterling at your football club. It's a tough one, that, It's a tough one, that, but I personally, I'm going to say a 3. Right, because look, obviously Raheem Sterling is a good player. He's experienced. He got, 11 goal contributions last season, whatever the hell it is, decent. But he's over the hill and far away, in my humble opinion, and we could do better. And United, in my opinion, do need to sign a wide player right now. But is Raheem Sterling really the guy? Is he the guy, or is he just chump change, cheap as chips option right now? I guess that's the reality. And obviously he's one away, and Maresca said he doesn't want him there at Chelsea, yada, yada, yada. So that means basically he's just there for the taking. But Arsenal are going to get him anyway, it looks like. So there's no real point even discussing it. I suppose it looks like that's pretty much on the cards that he's going to be joining Arsenal. But just on that position, I think it would be a big mistake if we didn't get somebody in that position. There's a lot of 1s coming in the live chat there, as well as a lot of 6s. A lot of people would rather indeed digest a shit sandwich than have Raheem Sterling playing for Manchester United. Fair play to you. You're not the only one. But there's a lot of people in the live chat that would have Raheem Sterling at the football club. And it's more out of necessity than want. Let's be fair, because we don't have a lot of wide players there. Beyond like Rashford and Garnacho on the left, you've got Anthony Dos Santos and Amad Diallo on the right. Yes, I guess you can play other players there if you absolutely need to, or change the system. You could play with, something a bit different, like the two up top with Xerxes and Højlund, and have something slightly different going on. Or, there's options, but certainly, in my opinion, we need another wide player. So what are we going to do in this transfer window? Are we going to actually sign another player before the end? Who knows? It will have to be super rushed through if it's going to be anyone. I guess the most likely would perhaps be Sterling, but let's just ask the chat, guys. But he's going to Arsenal. Look, breaking news actually here on Sky Sports right now as well. Raheem Sterling's move to Arsenal is very close. So I'm pretty sure Raheem Sterling's going to end up going to the Gooners. And interesting. Will have played for a lot of shit-house teams, this guy. Depay is free and is a better option than Antony. Well, I guess that's true there, Ryan. To be fair, Depay is free, better option than Antony. I mean, there's a lot of players that are probably a better option than Antony. My grandpappy's ball bag on his day would be a better option than Antony. Just as effective. Maybe not as pretty, but just as effective. So, fair enough. Maybe we could go and get somebody else in there, we'll see. I think it was a big error, as we've discussed previously, selling Facundo Pellistri, especially with now Sancho going out the football club. It's left us light in those areas. You can't really look at that squad and go, yeah, we've got all of the wide players we need for the season. Because there's so many different competitions, mate, we're going to get absolutely screwed. Did you see the Europa League draw earlier? We've got all those 8 teams coming up, in that competition. You've got the League Cup, the FA Cup, the Premier League. It's going to be a very congested fixture list, and at some point one of those players, or 2 of those players, or God forbid 3 of those players in the wide areas are going to have injuries, and we need a little bit of cover there. So I'm a little bit concerned about that. In my humble opinion, I would sign some sort of a left winger. Yeah, if we could get some sort of left winger in, splash a little bit of cash before the window, surprise somebody with a cheeky little transfer, that would be fantastic. But there's 25 minutes to go and it's blatantly not happening. Sell Mason Mount. Oh, that'd be nice, UK Strains, if you could actually sell the guy. But he's such an injury-prone melt, he wouldn't pass any medicals, lad. Hey, Urbano Valdez, how you doing there, Urbano? Thank you for the super chat there, dude. Come on. Everyone, get some big love in there, please, for Mr. Urbano Valdez, who's got a super chat in here. He says, my cousin from Juarez is a step up from Anthony. My cousin Vinny, yeah, lad. Exactly. It's not hard, is it? We've all got a mate who's slightly better than Anthony at football, you know what I mean? So, yeah, thank you, Urbano Valdez. Look, Anthony's got a decent mentality. I would take an Anthony over a Sancho any day of the week, just based on attitude. But obviously his performance levels last season for us were that of an Energizer Bunny that's run out of batteries. Do you know what I mean? Like, not an Energizer Bunny, but an Energizer Bunny is actually in need of new batteries. That's the problem there. So he was just ineffective. He was a little bit on the shite side of things, and he wasn't very functional, as in he didn't really create a lot or do a lot for us. He might try hard, but you've got to actually also perform. Well, it looks like Amad Diallo's keeping Anthony Dos Santos well and truly out of the team anyway at the moment, just based on his form. Anthony Spin was shite, yeah. Don't need another player to come on vacation at United. Why is Mount injury prone, though? It kind of escalated after he went to you guys. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I mean, he did have some injuries at Chelsea, didn't he, earlier on the season before he came. But you are absolutely spot on what you're saying, mate. Like, we do seem to have just a lot of injury-prone Mounts. You might as well just call us Injury United FC at this stage. There's so many players that we have that you could actually classify as injury-prone. It's pretty mental. At least we got rid of Varane and Martial. That's 2 off the books. But then we signed Yoro. He's got injured straight away. And, Delict's had some problems in the past. So, yeah, we'll see how we get on. But we cannot have the same injury issues that we had last season. Otherwise, it's just going to absolutely ruin our season again. Right, let's ask the live chat this. We like doing this. Let's ask the live chat this now that more or less the transfer window is finished. We know pretty much what Manchester United squad's going to be, unless there is a big surprise here. But it looks like Sancho's leaving, and that's probably the end of business, the end of play for Man United today in this window, unless there's a big surprise. Only half an hour left, so we'll find out. But let's ask the live chat how you would rate this summer transfer window from Ineos. Give us a rating out of 10 for how they've gone about it, who they've brought in, who they've let go, etc., etc. Even include, backroom staff if you really want to. I think it's been a great, solid window myself. I'm edging towards a 7.5 or an 8. I think it has been a very decent window. Decent, strong window, yeah. Yeah, I am as well, Paul Warburton. Scotty's a great lad. 5. Urbano says 6. Rashat says 8, 7.55, 5, 7. That'd be lovely. 5, 8. Get in there, Paul Martinez. 8, 8, 8. Fair enough. Yeah, it's been a good window. You think it's been an improvement? It's been an improvement. I mean, it's not been absolutely groundbreaking, is it? Because, like, we've still got, you could argue, a little bit of lightness going on in that midfield. Like, yes, okay, we have got Ugarte. Yes, okay, we have got Kobe Mainoo and Casemiro, but beyond that, it's a little bit fringe. You know, you've got players like Christian Eriksen, or you're having to like put Mount a bit further back, or Bruno a bit further back and stuff. It's not ideal. You would like another sort of midfield squad player in there, ideally, and then obviously on the wide areas, we could definitely do with another 1 or 2 wide players. And then there's that left back problem. So we haven't quite addressed all of the problem areas that we have. Some new problem areas sort of arrived very recently, though, with the whole police re-go-in and Sancho situation and everything. Yeah, fair enough. Bourne says Pig 25 million for Sancho while we bought injury Dior for 50 million. Mount was actually 60 million, mate. 60 million. Oh, they robbed us blind there, mate. No question. Saw us coming, didn't they, and robbed us blind. Yeah, no, that was an absolute rip-off, and we were more than foolish enough to pay that sort of money for him. 8.58. Hey, fair play to you, Blue Sky. Nice one. Get in there. Let me just go and check the social channels of these legends then and see if there's anything new. Oh, interesting. So Maxence Lacroix has now signed to Crystal Palace from Wolfsburg. Very, very interesting signing for them. Pacey centre-back, guys. Crystal Palace agree deal to sign Trevor Chalobah. Oh, that's old. That's old. That's old. Don't worry about that. They're old. Okay, so, yeah, but there's a couple of little bits of information coming out here. Let's have another look at the latest done deal. So let's just go through the transfer deadline day, basically today for the Premier League sides. Sam Johnston, Crystal Palace to Wolves, 10 mil. Aaron Ramsdale, Arsenal to Southampton, 18 million. That's a big move. Aurel Mangala has gone from Lyon to Everton on loan. Maxence Lacroix, Wolfsburg to Crystal Palace for 18 million. And Jayden Magoma from Southampton to Brentford, 5 million. And Ugarte, Paris Saint-Germain to Manchester United for 50 million, big ones. So those are the players that have moved in the Premier League. And there has been some also big signings from teams abroad from players from the Premier League, such as Billy Gilmore has gone to Napoli, which is obviously a big move. Quite an interesting move. Brighton to Napoli, 16 million quid. Interesting stuff. Scott McTominay's obviously joined them at Napoli. Napoli are recruiting quite a lot of good players this summer, you know. Quite interesting. They've got Gilmore and McTominay going there at Napoli at this moment. So, you know, interesting. Yeah, it's been an interesting little end to the transfer window here. Hey, thank you so much, Crazy Joe Davola, for the super chat, lad. He says Ortega or Edison for City. Onana is shite, Piggo. I mean, I guess it's Edison for me, really, Crazy Joe. But Onana, is Onana shite? No, Onana's not shite, but he's also not great, you know. And if you look at what David De Gea did yesterday for Fiorentina, where he's making 8 saves and stopping penalties and winning them games, you do think like, we should have just kept David De Gea and not bothered with Andre Onana. But now Andre Onana's here. Look, we've got to get behind Andre Onana. I think maybe he'll come good. You know, I think maybe he'll come good, guys. We just got to have a little bit of faith in him. Give him a bit of support. Look, if he starts playing like he's got biscuits for wrists again, then, you know, we're not going to stand up with that support for much long. He needs to not have a flubber wrist. If he has a flubber wrist and keeps letting in silly goals, it's going to be a problem. So it's on him to turn his fortunes around at Manchester United. He's got to put in good performances. He's had a shit first season. He's gashed it up. Get that behind you and try and be the next David De Gea who can actually play out from the back. I mean, Ten Hag bringing Onana in to play a certain way, right? We've got the players now supposedly to be able to play out from the back now that we've signed obviously these new centre-backs and this new midfielder, and we've got some new players that we're supposed to now be able to play out from the back, and Onana should obviously be benefiting from that and playing with them and all that sort of stuff. We should see it now. If we don't see it now, then it would have all been just a complete waste of time, and there really is no point of signing Andre Onana. There was no point in letting David De Gea go. I still think we should have still had David De Gea at this football club. That's one real criticism I have of Ten Hag, is just the fact that it was so easy to let that guy go after being such a legend of this club. Literally has more Player of the Year awards than any other player in history of this football club. You're talking about one of the greatest goalkeepers we've had in the top 3 or 4, 100%. So, you know, we insulted David De Gea at the end there, in my opinion. He's had a year off, chilling and killing, and then he's gone back to Fiorentina, a good club, gone to Fiorentina, and he's doing well already. So, I mean, let's ask the live chat guys, if you could actually wave a magic wand and just choose whichever goalkeeper you could have in Manchester United's team lineup right now, who would it be out of De Gea and Onana? Have your say in the live chat. For me, it would 100% be David De Gea all day long, because he just is a Manchester United player. He is a great player, and he was a match winner for us, and I don't think we appreciated David De Gea as much as we should have done as a fan base, personally, because he was fucking mint, lads. Goodness me, some of those teams were shite, and he still managed to, you know, keep us reputable at times. So, yeah, let's have a look at this. De Gea all day. De Gea, Onana. Yep, fair play, none of them. De Gea, Edwin, De Gea as captain, yeah, De Gea. De Gea could have been a captain. De Gea probably was one of the candidates to be a captain, wasn't he? If he was actually still here, or if we had a different manager, maybe. De Gea way better. Yeah, I don't understand why people wanted De Gea gone. Thugger, it's bizarre. He was a great player for us. Paul Martinez 6, let's go. Thank you for becoming a member again, lad. Everybody, welcome in Paul Martinez 6. Big up yourself, my friend. The Butcher of Manchester getting in here, lad. Come on. Everybody, get some big love in there and welcome him in with your favourite emoji. But big up to Paul Martinez, who is now a member of the brigade. Thank you very much, my man. Let's go. Oh, Wolves sign midfielder Andre from Fluminense. Oh, Brazilian friends. So that's interesting. And if you're just getting in here, the latest sort of updates, Raheem Sterling is close to a move to Arsenal. In fact, I'll just have a little update, see what's going on here, see if these have been finalised or announced. There is only 16 minutes left of this transfer window, so it's all going to be kicking off pretty close. Oh, deal completely off for Victor Osimhen. No agreement with Chelsea, and CFC delegation now leaving Napoli. If nothing happens from Saudi next 3 days, Osimhen will stay at Napoli, but he's not going to be part of the first team squad. Relationship currently completely broken. Fucking have some of that, Chelsea scummers. Trying to buy everybody, you toss pieces. Yes, mate. Get in there, my son. Osimhen's off, mate. Let's be fucking having you. He's staying in Italy unless there can be a deal done of him going to Saudi in a few days' time, obviously, because their window's still open for a few days. Get in there, my son. Have some of that. Take that fucking F there, Chelsea. Hold that L, exactly. Let's go. That's good news. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Nice one, Ruddy. Yeah, you're getting Raheem Sterling, mate. That's about it. No, you've not missed anything much, mate. I'll give you a rundown in a few moments as well. Big up Sully Griffin. Arsenal getting another winger. They're shooting themselves in the foot, not getting a striker. Got to get Ivan Toney. Yeah, well, it looks like he's going to Saudi Arabia as well, doesn't it? Hey, John Vallandigham. Good, didn't want Sterling. Yeah, I don't want Sterling either. But I would really like for us to go and get somebody else in the wide positions. But yeah, that's interesting because obviously Osimhen's got not going there. So what are they going to do? It does look like obviously he's going to Arsenal at this moment, but maybe, just maybe, Manchester United will go in, or they might decide to keep him. I don't know, but it looks like he's going to Arsenal. Also, Ernest Namua deal to Fulham now on the verge of collapsing after new issues. So it looks like a few of these late night transfers are going to have some issues here, which is always the way. And some of them will stutter over the line as well. So there's only 14 minutes left of the actual window. But then obviously a few minutes after that, it will trickle in the latest news, breaking news on Sky Sports. Their headline is that Chelsea are close to agreeing a loan with an obligation to buy for Jadon Sancho, which is big news for us because obviously it's good to imagine that we can actually get rid of him at the end of all of this saga. Don't want to just keep loaning him out. Last season we loaned him out. This season we're loaning him out. But we want to have an obligation to buy so we can actually get this guy gone. We're going to cover all the news in the next 15 minutes until it closes. Everyone, if you're just joining the live stream, hit that thumbs up button on the show. Give us a massive like spike. Help us get to 100 likes just like that. And also get yourself subscribed. We're on 83,315 subscribers right now. Hit the sub up down below. Get yourself subscribed to the channel. It's free. And have your say in the chat with the legends as well. Dortmund should have bought him. Yes, they should have done, Sully. Yeah, they should have done, but they couldn't really see the value in the deal. Funny, isn't it? You know, he's probably not going to go for a huge amount of money to Chelsea. It's more the wages that's the issue. Chelsea are the sort of club they're prepared to chuck loads of money at players, aren't they? They do pay players huge amounts of money in terms of wages. You know, Dortmund not quite prepared to do as much. They're not going to pay him $250,000 a week. They would have had him at Dortmund. They would have loved him at Dortmund if the price was right. If they could have got him for 30 million and he's only on, you know, 160 a week or something, they might have considered it. But just his wages rule them out of a move pretty much. Palace sign Nketiah from Arsenal for £30 million. Interesting. Yeah, so let's also just check to see what other latest news has come in here for the Premier League. And still that's the last official signing at the moment, I believe, which is just on the Done Deals site here. And obviously all the deals are coming in here. Yeah, that's right, done deal. Nketiah from Arsenal in the region of 30 million. Crystal Palace have signed striker Eddie Nketiah. How do you guys feel about that, Arsenal fans? Are you sad to let him go, or do you not care? I think he's sort of limited. He's a decent prospect, but I think he's sort of limited, to be fair. But anyway, Eddie Nketiah from Arsenal is a deal worth in the region of 30 million. That is done. Very interesting. Also, Palace's Ahamada joins Stade de Rennais as well. So Nourou Ahamada has joined Stade de Rennais on a season-long loan deal. Done deal. Lyon signs Zaha on a €3 million loan. Ooh, that's raw, bro. Lyon have signed Ivorian international Wilfried Zaha on a season-long loan from Galatasaray for a fee of €3 million. Former Man United winger Zaha, 31, joined Galatasaray from Palace in July 2023. Very interesting. So Wilfried Zaha joins Lyon on loan there. Also, Ipswich's Harness joins Derby on loan. These are all the last few minutes coming out. And Wolves sign Andre for £21 million. That was at 10:35. So, yeah, just going back over the last 15 minutes of news there, guys. The big headlines from Man United's point of view are obviously that it looks like Sancho is going to Chelsea. David Ornstein said it's very, very close to being agreed. Fab's already given the here we go on it. So it's just a case of there being an announcement now. It looks like it's very much close to being done here for Jadon Sancho. Loan move to Chelsea with an obligation to buy. Oh, Ivory Coast friend. United should have gone for Zaha. Oh, what a good shout there, Tropical Palm Tree. Smash a one if you agree with Tropical Palm Tree. I'm not talking about as a main player. Probably that's what Zaha wants, is to play on the regular, which is why he's gone to Lyon. But as a squad player, as somebody who can just, literally back up the likes of, Rashford and Garnacho, I would have said, yeah, definitely add him to the ranks. He's a hungry player, at least to be better than that Sancho melt in his experience. Exactly, for rotation, Urbano, it makes sense. Thank you so much there for Kim RFC 55 Young. Let's be having you. She's been a member on this channel for, that's right, 10 months. Everyone, hashtag 10 in the chat there for Kim. Thank you, Kim, very much indeed for that. She says, smash the like button. Thank you, Kim, for telling everyone to smash the like button. Do you know how many likes we're on right now? 95. We can get this sucker to 100, can't we? Thank you, Kim, for telling everyone to do that. Nice one. And thanks for being a member over here for 10 glorious months. Ruddy can't game. Big up yourself, lad. Carlsberg is pissed. No wonder they sponsored Liverpool. Do you know what I must say? I am kind of partial to a Carlsberg, and Carlsberg Export, both of them, Carlsberg and Carlsberg Export. Which one were you having? Probably the Export, was it? I don't know. I don't mind either of them, to be honest, Ruddy, but I've grown up on it, lad. I was pretty much more or less suckling that at my mother's teat. Do you know what I mean? Carlsberg Export. So I don't mind it myself, Ruddy, but it's not the most rambunctious of beers. I'll give you that much. Nice one. Not too late to sell Rashford, Oh, too late will be the cry when the man with the bargains have passed you by. Except that he's not a bargain. He's actually a complete rip-off for anybody looking to buy him. Because he's going to cost you 60 or 70 mil. You have to pay £350,000 worth of wages. And he's going to get you about 2 goals a season or something at this stage with this confidence level that he's on. He is a great player. If you could just unlock the capabilities of that guy and keep him at a consistent level, he is an asset. But good luck trying to keep him at that level. We've seen him up and down. I mean, he literally, his form moves like the needle of a polygraph lie detector test when Roy Keane's asked if he likes Sir Alex Ferguson, and he says yes. Do you know what I mean? It's fucking... Oh, shit. It's going like this, guys. It's fucking going like this, his form, mate. And I've had enough of his form being so all over the place. It is enough to make anyone annoyed. So he definitely needs to do better. He's going to have time this season to do that. But in reality, he's on his last chance, I think, this season. This will be his last season. If he can't do it this season and he just performs like shite, he's going to have to be sacked off. It would be like another Welbeck situation, except that Welbeck was actually more consistent for us. Miss Pig's good. Miss Pig's good. Thank you very much there, Paul Martinez. Sorry if I'm missing you, any of you legends in the chat. Big up Alien Red Devil, Simon Brown, and everybody who's in here. You'd love Sterling than Anthony. I'm so beat off Pig out striker. Yeah, well, it's quite strange that we got rid of Facundo Pellistri. Quite strange that obviously Sancho's now going to a rival and we haven't brought in a wide player to replace. That is very, very strange. Eriksen can just play a worldie ball or pass, though. That's why he doesn't need to play 90 minutes. No, absolutely, I agree. He's worthy of a squad place, 100%. He's a technician. He was still very good in the Euros. He's a good technical player. Hey, big up there, MEFC Realist. Big up Pig Brigade from Bali. Oh, nice, mate. He's hopped over to Bali now. I heard Bali's beautiful. Enjoy it. I'm jealous. Paul Martinez says, I miss Pig's laugh. Big up yourself there, Paul Martinez. My son. Could have got Sterling and Euro for one summer. Right, anyway, so, look, we need to bring in a couple more players very soon. It's not going to happen in this transfer window, but very soon. There's still positions that I think are issue-laden positions. And actually, we do have, like, the free transfer market still to look at. But, like, definitely it could do with a left-back, definitely could do with a wide player. And if there's any good free agents available that we can get for a reasonable deal, then maybe it might help just to bolster our options. Because if we do have one or two injury concerns like we did last season, then we're going to have issues in a lot of positions, particularly the wide areas and the left back spot in particular. What's up there, Leopard Messiah? Nice one. Eriksen's a pensioner and immobile. Yeah, but as we were just talking about, he is aging. You say he's a pensioner, but what actually is he, like 33? He's not horrendously old. He might be old in terms of footballing terms and just life terms, though, because he did have a near-death experience and all the rest of it. But as an actual technical player, he's quality, lad. Remember how old Paul Scholes played to, doing the technical quality stuff? Remember how old Ryan Giggs played to, you know? And I know Giggsy had a lot of pace in his early days and everything, but later on, towards the end of his career, he was playing like inside in the middle, in the centre of midfield quite often, right near the end of his career, and he's spraying it around, passing it around. You know, Eriksen's got the quality to do that as a squad player. I don't want him starting games for us because I don't think he can do it for the full 90, but as a squad player, I think Eriksen is a keeper for this season, so I don't want to see him go anywhere. He also gives us a bit of depth and a bit of, coverage in those central midfield positions. He can play in central midfield. He can also play in central attacking midfield there instead of a Bruno Fernandes type player or a Mason Mount type player. So yeah, no, he gives us a few options. Nothing wrong with having a third choice cam or a third choice central midfielder. He's an option. He's just a squad player. He can come on and control games late on, last 20 minutes, see out games. Most people wanted Matic on when his age was going up. We'd rather Mata over Eriksen. Oh, Mata was a baller, lad. Mata was an absolute stone-cold Steve Austin baller, that guy. Yeah, no, he was technically sound as you like. There's certain players, it doesn't really matter that they don't necessarily have a lot of pace about them or that they're getting old, that they're just still going to be great players because it's how they read the game. It's how they, it's how they get into positions and, their experience and their mental side of things that makes them so great. That's why the likes of Zlatan was scoring goals at 40 or, Teddy Sheringham. Teddy Sheringham, what a player he was. He was never known for blistering pace, but he was just known for being a very intelligent footballer on the ball and, and movement and things like that. So, you can still be a great player well into your 30s, especially these days. Giggs was pumping his brother's wife. He was, James. I know, that's messed up, lad. Thanks for bringing that all up on here and opening the can of worms once again. Eriksen only functions at his Spurs position. Fair one. But in my humble opinion, he can still do a job as a CM also, or as a cam. Teddy was a great header of the ball too. Teddy was sensational, weren't he? What a great all-round player, yeah. Give me some other examples of players like that, guys, who were like never really about the pace, but still they played until really late on in age, and they were still absolutely mint because of just how they read the game and, you know, the mental attributes and the experience and all that sort of stuff, as opposed to just being athletic and the headless chicken vibes. There's a lot of great players out there. Pirlo is a good shout. Yes, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Fair play to you. Pirlo, Kane. Yep, Kane's a great example, I suppose, yeah. Closer, absolutely. Pepe, Kaká, Ronaldinho. Less so, but okay then. In terms of, like, you know, not having they're a pretty rapid lad, you know. Maldini, Zlatan. Yeah, fair enough. Good ideas, guys. Good chance. Anyway, I just wanted to, just say that that's kind of what I think that could happen with Eriksen. Romario, what a player he was. Giggs lost his pace and transformed into a central playmaker. That he did, yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, he adapted, and he was just so technically sound when it comes to reading the game and his passing and technical abilities and stuff, that he could do that. But certain players, when their physicality's gone, they're just shit, because a lot of their games based on sort of physicality. For instance, if you think about a player like Raheem Sterling's achieved great things, played for top teams, represented England God knows how many times. You know, he's a very good player. He's had a very good career, but he's a headless chicken though. And when his attributes of being very quick and rapid are finally diminished in a couple of years' time or whatever, he's going to be proper shite. You know what I mean? He'll be a retirement jobby, of course. He's going to be proper shite, because like a lot of his game has been based upon the athletics, has been based upon him being so quick and getting down the wig and, you know, all that sort of stuff. Once that's gone, what's he actually going to bring to the table? It's not like he's some sort of visionary, creative player or anything. So that's the difference. That is the difference. Let's just have a little double check here, see if there's any new updates. Give me a moment here, guys. Just check some of the stuff coming in. Reece Nelson and Armando Broja to Ipswich Town. Both deals are off. That's from Fabrizio just a moment ago. Medical tests ongoing for Raheem Sterling at Arsenal. Club's working on the documents. So that's big news there as well. Big news there in regards to Eddie Nketiah to Arsenal as well. Raheem Sterling to Arsenal. Eddie Nketiah to Crystal Palace from Arsenal, I should say. Also, Raheem Sterling arrives at London Colney training ground to undergo medical ahead of proposed transfer from Chelsea to Arsenal. This is via David Ornstein a few moments ago. Player representatives working to finalise season-long loan for the 29-year-old England international winger. So yeah, they're getting a season-long loan. Arsenal taking him on. Fair play, little player added to their ranks. Will we regret that, guys? Will we live to regret not taking him? And there is only 3 seconds left of the transfer window, guys, and it is shut. Closed. Done. Transfer window closed. It's over, baby. End of days. There still might be one or two little announcements coming in the next few minutes, though. But the transfer window has officially closed. It's 11 p.m. UK time, and it's done. Deadline day is over. It's finished. Few little bits of information will trickle through now. Let's see, you know, Raheem Sterling's moved to Arsenal very close. Let's see if that was all done over the line. Looks like that. Yeah, Sterling is lucky, isn't he? And Jadon Sancho to Chelsea. What's the situation there? Has that all been announced and done? The window is now closed, absolutely. So we're just waiting for final confirmations that these deals have gone through, you know, before the cut-off. Paul Warburton, thank you so much for the super chat. He says, get yourself a cheeky Friday night bottle of red, my old mucker. P.S. Reckon United 3, Liverpool 1. Hey, big ups, Paul Warburton, you absolute G. Cheers for that, my friend. Everybody get some love in there. Thank you. I will do indeed, Paul Warburton, you handsome bastard. That's very nice. And you reckon United 3, Liverpool 1. What's your predictions for United Liverpool, guys? I'm going 2-1 to the mighty Red Devils. Come on, United. Yeah, nice one, Paul Warburton. Thank you very much for that one. Absolute legend. Absolute ledge. Okay, so Raheem Sterling moved to Arsenal very close. Yeah, okay. Let me check the other updates, see if there's anything squeezed in before the cut-off. The transfer window now closed. Right, there's an 11 p.m. deadline, but it doesn't mean that it stops there, though, because if the deal sheets have gone through by now, the clubs still have 2 hours to finish the deals. So there's still obviously other players that can be announced, like Sancho, Sterling, etc. So, you know, that's the case there, guys. You think 7-0, 2-1, 3-1, 2-0 Liverpool, 3-1 United, 2-1, 0-0, 3-2 United, 4-0, 2-1 Liverpool. Hey, Zamiasi, big ups. He says Sterling joining the revolution. Avatar to celebrate. I do wonder how many times Zamiasi has seen Avatar. It's quite a long movie, isn't it? I haven't even seen it, you know. Maybe one of these days I'll sit down and watch it. But Zamiasi, all he ever bangs on about is James Cameron and Avatar. I think he must have seen it about 100 times. Do you know what I mean? Go outside and touch some pigging grass, Zamiasi lad, okay? Okay? Put the World of Warcraft down, mate, for 2 seconds there, you know. Also, take off your VR headset, mate. You know, there's real women outside. And just go and touch some grass, lad, okay? And how dare ye? How dare ye get in here and talk about Arsene Holland's revolution? Doesn't a revolution kind of mean, like, a really big change? So that would mean from, like, being shit to like, being great. So I don't really say revolution myself, really, because what are you winning over there, anyway? Avatar is shit. Anyway, fair enough, Zane. Thank you very much for the super chat there. Love that one. Nice one. Yeah, fair enough. I think it's actually... part of me also thinks that maybe United should have gone for him. Just for extra options to bolster the squad, to bolster those wide positions. Even though Sterling is a bit of a headless chicken, you know, and I personally have said all this whole summer transfer window or the last few days when it's been talked about, I do not want Raheem Sterling at the football club. But now we haven't got anyone, you know, and Sancho's gone and Facundo's gone, kind of like we're scratching around for a wide player. It would have actually made sense. Mate, big ups there, Zamiasi, for the super chat, lad. He says, Avatar, Warcraft, or cigars to celebrate, you pick. Why can't you have, like, all three? Do you know what I mean? Why don't you just go nuts, Zane? You know, why don't you just go absolutely fucking nuts, lad? And have yourself a party, mate. You get Avatar on one screen, you get World of Warcraft on the other, lad. And you get yourself a nice cigar on the go while you're doing that, my friend, you know? Have the best of both worlds. Why limit yourself? Do you know what I mean? Why limit yourself? Yes, goodbye, Sancho. Well, hopefully it's announced in a moment. I mean, obviously it's expected that it did go through, and Sterling's move to Arsenal was expected to be the same as well. But they were not announced before the 11 p.m. cut-off. We don't need another wide player. We've got 4 already. Yeah, I actually disagree, Jamie, because what happens if you get an injury to one of those players? What happens if one of these players is shit? What happens if 2 of these players are shit? What happens if one of these players is named Marcus Cashford? What happens if the other player is named Anthony Dos Gastos? You know what I'm saying? We've got to think about these things. Like, we've got some players that certainly are not quite pulling their weight at the moment, and if there is an injury to like a Garnacho or an Amad Diallo, all hell could break loose in terms of the wide position options. You know, we're not rich in those areas anymore. Super chat. Zamy asked me another super chat. He says, Sterling joining us and Piggy meltdown Sunday. Oh, yeah, nice one. We'll see, my friend. We'll see. I'm actually feeling quietly optimistic about that Liverpool game because we lost to Brighton there and, you know, we're going to need a reaction. We usually turn up in those big sorts of games, especially against the Scousers or City, those types of big games. So I think we can get a result from it. I think we might surprise you. Sterling joining us, though, and meltdown Sunday. Nice one, Zane. Bruno and Mount can play there as well if need be. That's true, actually, Rajat. Yes, that's true. You're not wrong there. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. You can play either of those players in a wide position there, but it's not ideal. You're missing something in the centre of the park there by having, say, Bruno out wide, I think. Will Sterling improve Arsenal when he get found out? He's just going to be a bit part player for them, isn't he? You don't, because obviously they got the Sakas, they got the Martinellis. You know, Sterling's just coming in to be a squad player, right? So he'll probably do all right for them. He probably won't play a heck of a lot, but it's good for their depth. They're taking things seriously, Arsenal, in that sense. They're just speculating that they may well need him. Is Ivan Toney signing for City? Doesn't look like it, mate. No, as far as I'm aware, he's going to play in Saudi Arabia. Keep smashing the like button, guys, and subscribe if you're new. Thank you, Paul Martinez. Yes, everybody hit that like button and subscribe if you're new, like Paul says. Oh, nice one. We've gone up a few subscribers. Keep hitting the subs up there. Cheers. Sterling leaves one team of Melts to join another team of Melts. Your Scouse mate's hoping for a 10-0 victory on Sunday. Liverpool to set a record. Get out. You'll be hiding behind the sofa for the match. It is going to be a super nervy one, that. Well, see about that insane pain, Piassi. Nice one. Good one, that. Super chat, Piggy, it's Zane. Oh, have I missed it? I thought... Oh, no, I read that one, yeah. I read that one. I did read that one. We're getting Reece Nelson on loan from Arsenal. We're getting the Ipswich Town. Yeah, I've just seen you've done a couple of bits of business. I think a couple of things did break down, though, didn't it? Let's go and have a look at these latest updates here. So, Giovanni Lo Celso was surplus to requirements under Ange Postecoglou, having had less than a year left on his current deal. Spurs defender Sergio Aguilon looks set to stay in North London. I would take him again on loan if we can't, sign a left back. Guys, smash a one if you'd have Sergio Aguilon on loan for the season. I'd absolutely take Sergio Aguilon back just as cover. If he's happy to play just as cover, that's what we need. Forest sign James Ward-Prowse as well from West Ham on loan. Interesting. So he signed on a season-long loan from West Ham. Very interesting. Yeah, cool. Those are the latest bits and bobs coming out just after 11, after the window's closed. Bits and bobs trickling in. Forest signed James Ward-Prowse on loan, and also Lo Celso obviously has super chat. Don't know what's happening there, but he's surplus to requirements as Spuds. Lots of ones coming in the live chat there. Fair play to you. Ulster, what's good, you legend? United fans, we got nothing wrong. Sorry, we got nothing going forward. And the reason why they keep loaning Sancho, because I think he will be there longer than Eric Ten Hag. I think if he does. Yeah, but this one's an obligation to buy from all reports that this is actually going to be a permanent transfer at some stage, essentially. I guess barring like a horrendous situation, like some sort of a long-term injury or whatever controversial issue. I don't know. But realistically, like, he is expected to go and be a Chelsea player in a year's time. So, it's a loan with an obligation to buy, as far as I understand it at this moment. So they actually have to buy him down the road. So it's like a permanent transfer. It's just not receiving all of the money for it at the front end. Paul S., thank you very much for that super chat. He says, living for the Chelsea chaos when Sancho whines about not getting minutes in the bloated squad. Oh, he will be, mate. I will be whining, won't he? 100%, lad. I wonder what's going to happen there, actually, because it's quite a bit of, he's going to have Mood. Is he going to be able to keep Mudryk out the side, Probably not, even though Mudryk's shite. So we'll see, lad. That's a good point. Thank you very much for that, Paul S. Big ups there, Zami Assi as well for another one. He says, United lost out on Sterling and lose Sancho. Lost out on Sterling, mate. That's fucking hilarious, my son. We've lost out on Sterling. That's like going to a fucking sex orgy, going home, getting an STD test done and saying, oh, I missed out on gonorrhea there. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, you did. We did fucking miss out on Sterling. Good. I'm bloody glad. Glad I wore the rubber. You know what I'm saying, mate? Yeah, that's right. So, nah, we haven't lost out on Raheem Sterling at all, mate. You've lost in. You know what I mean? You've lost in on Raheem Sterling, bro. Because you're actually the mugs who've got him. You know what I mean? Okay, fair enough. He might do some bits for you, I suppose, as a rotationary option. Yeah, I'm not bothered about it, mate. Raheem Sterling, he's a scummer player. He's played for all the scummer clubs, lad. He's a scummer. Doesn't do it for me. We will miss Sancho like backache. Yeah, you can just call it now, though, to be fair, Simon. You can call it, right? We play Chelsea, or even just the fact that maybe, obviously in the loan deal there might be the inability for him to play against Manchester United. But in the other games, you can just count on him maybe affecting us at some point with some sort of quality bullshit that he's just going to put out for one game. Sammy Ashley, thank you for the $1.99 super chat. He says Sterling's better than Rashford and Turkey. Rashford and Turkey. Turkey. Who's Turkey? Who's Turkey, mate? I don't know. Sammy Ashley, who's Turkey, lad? In regards to Rashford, well, that is super debatable. If you're asking who's sort of achieved more in their careers, you've got to obviously go with Raheem Sterling, to be honest, because he's obviously played under Pep and been all that successful, and he's had a longer career. He's 33 or whatever he is now, or however old he is. He's getting on. Whereas Rashford's still in the middle of his career. But Rashford still has the potential to go and surpass Raheem Sterling, but he also has the potential to go and surpass Gabriel Overton as an absolute shatter of our football club, because he hasn't been up to it. If he sorts himself out, he could be a great player. Turkey is Anthony. Is that supposed to be Anthony? Turkey? Gobble, gobble, gobble. Is that supposed to be Anthony Dos Santos? That makes no sense. But either way, that's what Zami Assi's saying here anyway. By the way, folks, happy Friday night. It is late night. It is now 11:11, 11 minutes after the transfer window's closed. The updates are just still filtering in. It just still at this moment in time, the updates say Chelsea are close to agreeing that loan deal with Sancho. Obviously, you know, if the cut-off, if the paperwork and everything reach their destinations before the and the registrations and everything before the cut-off, these signings can still go through. We're just waiting for any sort of announcement here in regards to Chelsea officially signing Jadon Sancho on loan, and if there's any information about the terms of the deal coming through. We'll obviously still have another little update here and check out the latest journalist updates, etc. So Reece Nelson to Fulham, here we go. Loan deal done and documents completed in time. That's via Fab. Morata and Ward-Prowse both confirmed as Nottingham Forest signings. Real Sociedad complete Nayef Aguilar deal from West Ham. Interesting. Odsonne Edouard deal completed in time. He's joining Leicester City from Palace on loan. Lagana's complete deal to sign Sebastian Haller from Borussia Dortmund. Interesting. Yeah, that's basically all the, that's the latest updates that we haven't seen. Quite cool. Statement of intent from Forest, blah, blah, blah. They got James Ward-Prowse, just looking at the updates here. Yeah, Crystal Palace got Nketiah. So it's trickling in. Hopefully in a minute we'll find out some further information, but it does not look like United signing any more players. Zamiasi, thank you very much. He says, which players do you think play Warcraft? Zamiasi, look, there's got to be some. We can laugh, but there's got to be some that just sit around and play World of Warcraft in their spare time. Do you know what? Do you know who I'm thinking? I'm thinking Mason Mount. I reckon Mason Mount curls up on a Saturday, Sunday night, and he gets himself deep into his den playing some World of Warcraft, mate, pretending to be a fucking level 600 warlock or whatever it is you guys do. You know what I mean? I can see Mason Mount doing it, because Mason Mount is an absolute melt lad. So I can see him doing it, you know what I mean? Zamiasi, why would it go to Cornwall when I'm in Dorset, lad? I'm in Dorset. Dorset also does great fish and chips, mate. Close to the sea. Dorset does great fish and chips. Any seaside sort of resorty town places, they do good fish and chips, lad. Big up yourself, though, Zamiasi. I've never actually been to Cornwall. I would love to. I do indeed there, Rajat. Yes, lad. Mason Melt, absolutely, Ruby Webster. 206 legends in the stream tonight, guys. Thanks for joining. Make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. Subscribe to the channel for the rest of the United news this season. We cover all the United games, all the latest United news and goings on, match previews and stuff like that. Tomorrow on the channel, we'll have a nice match preview for the Liverpool game. And also, we're going to be covering some of the watch-alongs for the Premier League rivals as well, like some of the other games that are going on the Saturday. So we'll cover some games Saturday, and then obviously Sunday, it's big crunch game, Liverpool United. So we've got plenty of content coming this weekend. Get yourself involved. Mount is another Martial, Mr. Glassman. How much does Zane pay for a simple conversation? At least a few quid a time. Slab for sure. Right, yeah, Slabby's a good candidate, Stephen. I respect that. That is actually genuine, yeah. So that's it, guys. That's it anyway. That's the big news. Sancho to Chelsea. We haven't got anyone other than Ugarte, which was obviously announced at 9:30 p.m. Decent window for Manchester United. Still time, I suppose, for a little surprise if something's trickled over the line. But in reality, it's not going to happen. The real question is whether or not Chelsea are going to have been able to have completed that Sancho move in time. And obviously the other Raheem Sterling situation with Arsenal. Has that actually been processed, and is it over the line? That's what we're sort of trying to wait to find out here. It's 15 minutes after the deadline's closed, though, so we'll see. You don't know what Zane is on tonight. No, he's definitely on one, lad. Good window for us Celts. Happy watching on Sunday. Nice one, Dion Davis. How you doing? Well, I'll be watching the United-Liverpool game on Sunday, my son. Still haven't offloaded enough Deadwood. Well, there's still a couple of players, but it's hard to get rid of them, mate. They're lingerers, mate. They're absolute floaters. When you're thinking about Deadwood, yeah, they're floating around, mate, and they're hard to get rid of. It's confirmed. Fab tweet right now. Thank you, Rajat. Let's go have a little refresh of this, see what it says. Yeah, Raheem Sterling to Arsenal. Here we go. Agreement done on loan. Move from Chelsea. Chelsea accept final conditions, and the player wanted to move. Also spoke to Mikel Arteta. There it is, guys. So Raheem Sterling has gone to Arsenal Hollands. Let me pop that update up on the screen. It's news. It's news. It's a player we did have the option to go and get and decided not to. Will it come back to bite us? Will we find ourselves short in those areas? We are a little bit needy in those positions, actually, in those wide areas right now, if you ask me. So that's the problem we're facing. Arsenal have strengthened. We decided not to. Will it cost us? In fact, we've weakened arguably with Pelistri and Sancho both going out. Yeah, that's true, though. We can still get Freeze Madhouse, yeah. Big up, pig, off to work. Hey, have a good day there, Stephen Shipman, mate, at work. Thank you so much for getting in here. Let's smash these Scousers up on the Sunday, lad, absolutely. Will Osman go to Saudi? Well, he's not going to Chelsea, scum. Chelsea have been pied off, man. Or it's not gone through, or whatever, they couldn't reach an agreement, whatever the case may be, they couldn't get him. Yeah, he could still go to Saudi. We sell Sancho and keep Anthony. Sterling wages. Quite a lot, I'd imagine. I mean, nowhere near the peak of his wages, I suppose. But still, I'm guessing he's on hundreds of thousands of pounds a week, couple hundred maybe, or 150, or I'm not too sure, really. Cheeky Ugarte replacing Mount, Amrabat, Ericsson, Casemiro, almost everyone at once there, yeah. You'll watch Sunday Pig, hoping NFC win and have a laugh. Get out, lad. Fair enough, though, Ryan. Thanks for watching. Saudi still have a few days left. Why didn't you buy Osimhen or Tony? Zane, I guess the main reason for it, really, in my opinion, is just like, it's not that much of a good value deal in there for United. He would have been a good signing, I think, but the amount of money it would have taken to have gotten him, I think it's a lot of money, isn't it? It's a lot of money you're talking about there, not just in, it's just in fees and wages and things like that. I don't know if it was feasibly for us anyway this summer, because we are not a Champions League team. Like, players like that, they want to be playing for Champions League teams, and they want to, or at least they should be. Either that or making shitloads of money. As it turns out, he might well have gone to Chelsea, who are not a Champions League team, or he might well have gone to Saudi. So maybe I'm talking absolute bollocks. He just wants the money, it seems. I don't know. So maybe he's not the right sort of player that we're looking for. We want hungry players, dedicated players. Like, he might just be a bit of a money grabber. Charlie Anthony says, famous actresses you had a crush on from old classic movies, Pig, and why mine was Phoebe Cates in Drop Dead Fred and Kim Cattrall. All right, bit random, lad. Bit of a different topic, lad, but Cameron Diaz in The Mask, 100%. Also, Kelly Preston in Twins, big movie crush of mine, mate. Yeah. Enough of this, mate. This is a football TV chat show, mate. What the fuck are we doing talking about fit birds and movies from back in the day, mate? You know what I mean? Elizabeth Hurley, Bedazzled. There you go, mate. I've completed it. There's 3 for you. Now, anyway, Zamiasi, thank you very much for the 199 super chat. He says the greatest teacher failure is Ten Hag or not. Okay, I've got it, guys. I've worked it out. Finally, I've actually figured out what is going on here with this Zamiasi character. This guy's a fucking bot. He's an actual bot. This guy's an AI bot, and not a very smart one. I mean, it's evident, isn't it? This is some sort of misprogrammed AI bot that we're dealing with here, this guy. It's the only logical explanation with all this guff that he comes out with. He doesn't even structure stuff properly in a sentence. The greatest teacher failure is Ten Hag or not. I mean, that's bot-worthy, that comment, mate. You know what I mean? That's fucking bot-worthy. Either that, or he's just got one hand and one eye in the fucking World of Warcraft world right now, mate. And he's not really paying attention to what he's doing. But I think he might be a potential bot. I've decided. All right, yeah, fair play. Sterling done. Yeah, Sterling's done, mate. Sterling's done. There's the update right there. We're just waiting for the other information about Sancho to trickle in. So I wonder if it's going to actually go through. It wouldn't actually surprise me if it didn't go through with Jadon Sancho, because maybe just to get a little bit one over on United, he could just fanny around for a year while we have to pay him shitloads of cash, you know what I mean? And do nothing. He can just bloody, roll up a towel and bloody flick people's love spuds in the training ground or whatever. He doesn't have to do anything, does he? He could just get paid all of his money that he wants. So, yeah. Oh, good shout, Jamie, yeah. Anyway, Sterling's better than Rashford. Well, career-wise, yes, but actual now-wise, I don't think so. Though if you look at Sterling's stats from last season, they were better than Rashford, so maybe you're right, lad. Love Spuds, yeah. Oh, dude, how could I forget? Of course, Catherine Zeta-Jones in Entrapment. 100% Zane, fair enough. Good shout, good shout. That's top tier, lad. Also, Kate Beckinsale in, fucking... every movie ever. Do you know what I mean? But, so, yes, big up the super chat there from Zamiasi. Right, well, we'll just give it another couple more minutes here, folks, just to see what else trickles in. There is still some updates coming in. As I say, we want to know about the Sancho situation. So we'll try and figure it all out together here, folks, for the next remaining however long it takes. But yeah, make sure you keep getting your thoughts and opinions in there about our window, and tell us who you're most excited to see play for United this season out of all the signings we've made. So the player that I'm most excited to see play for us that we signed this summer probably is yeah, it's Ugarte / Xerxes. Really interesting to see Xerxes, play for us and hopefully score some goals. Hopefully score a lot of goals would be nice. Ugarte, thank you very much. Pauses, like, share, and subscribe. Absolutely, lad. Anyway, yeah, he's on one. Euro and Ugarte. Yeah, Euro's another one, isn't he? Give him a couple of years. Could be absolutely world class. Injured at the moment, though. Jadon Sancho play games off on the pitch, if you say so. Piggy, new Terminator series Netflix is good. Oh, is it really, Samiasi? Nice. Yeah, but here's a question for you. Did you think Terminator Dark Fate was good, Zane? Because if you did, then you are no longer my fellow DJ. You know what I mean? Like, if you did think Dark Fate was good, then I don't want to watch this new series, basically, is what I'm saying. Because that was one of the worst films I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, they just undid the whole of Terminator 2 right at the start. It was sickening. It was absolutely sickening. So if you think Dark Fate was good, then I'm not going to watch that show. But if you think Dark Fate was absolutely shit, then maybe I will watch that. You know what I mean? Because I do like a bit of the whole Terminator universe, to be fair, lad. Never saw that Sarah Connor Chronicles series, actually, PJ, but heard good things. The new series of Terminator is an anime Japanese series. Oh, really, Paul? Right. Dark Fate was shit, says Jamie. Yeah, it was really bad. Really, really bad. It was like a Glazer production or something. The guy's been donating bear money for years. He must be bear rich. I think he is Danish or bear nutty. You know what I mean? One of the two or a combination of the both. Yeah. I do think so to Fito and Barter. Yeah, I mean, I think Casemiro might be, playing a rotationary role. I don't know. It's surely going to be Ugarte and Kobe Mano at the minute, just based on sort of like Casemiro getting on a bit. Yeah, they did, Mike. It's unbelievable, lad. Okay, spoiler alert, guys. Spoiler alert for anybody who's not seen Dark Fate. Spoiler alert. You've been warned, so don't get mad with me for saying spoiler alert. Turn your volume down or go away for a minute, right? In Terminator Dark Fate, the movie starts, right? And it cuts back. You remember when the whole Terminator 2 happens, Robert Patrick, whatever, he comes back from the future to try and fucking kill John Connor and Sarah Connor. Anyway, they go back, Arnie comes in there and saves the day in Terminator 2. Then he has to kill himself to destroy all of the, all of the records of the CPU and all that shit in his head and everything. He has to die. Okay? And he's killed the main Terminator and it's done. John Connor's alive, Sarah Connor's alive. Nice. Great. Well, how Terminator Dark Fate starts is it's like a couple of hours after the end of Terminator 2. They're just driving through some dusty freaking desert. They stop off at a bar. Next thing you know, some fucking Terminator motherfucker comes back and just pops John Connor in the fucking head, lad. Bang! In the fucking head. John Connor's dead, mate. John Connor, you're dead. 2 hours after the whole of Terminator 2. It's like, hang on a second, you've just undone Terminator 2. You've literally said that somebody else has come forward. Again, they sent another Terminator shortly after who just comes and pops him. Are you fucking mental? You can't do that you can't do that to Terminator 2. So if you've never seen Dark Fate, don't ever watch it, because it's the worst movie ever. Just that premise alone that they undo Terminator 2 in one fell swoop at the start is sickening alone, guys. I know this is a football show, but listen, this is something I'm passionate about, all right? Genesis was definitely better, but it was also pretty still bang average, weren't it? Abano Valdez, thank you for the super chat. He says it's Zane's world, and we're all just living in it. If you say so. Maybe we're living in his brain. You walked out on Dark Fate. Terminator 3 is underrated. Hey, thank you. Well, compared to Dark Fate, Terminator 3 is a masterpiece. Terminator 3 is not that great at all, is it? But compared to that one, it's brilliant. Tell you what the third best Terminator movie is, behind 1 and 2, obviously. Terminator Salvation. And it doesn't even have Arnie in it or whatever. That's the one with Christian Bale in. That's a solid movie. That's a solid, good movie, that one. That's the third best Terminator movie, Salvation. That's actually legit. And 1 and 2, obviously, are just absolutely brilliant. But, yeah, fair play. Terminator 1 and 2 are the two best movies. Oh, definitely, yeah. And Salvation's banging. Yeah, fair enough, Amaya. Yeah, Zamiasi, thank you for another one. This guy's going ham out here. Let's break out the red panties for Zane. He's absolutely making it rain. He says they replaced Cyberdyne with Legion. Rubbish film. Oh, yeah, God. Absolutely insane. Is Piggy a Star Wars fan? I am a little bit of a Star Wars fan, Sonny Griffin, but not massive. Not absolutely massive, but certainly you could say I am somewhat of a Star Wars fan. I've got into it a little bit more lately because Little P is a big Star Wars fan, and so we've been playing the Star Wars games like Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor and stuff like that. So yeah, Ivan Tony gone to Al Ali. Oh, it's fucking ridiculous. Is that confirmed? Is it? Let's have a little refresh here, see what's going on. I mean, what is he doing? What is he doing? There you go. Yeah, breaking news. Fabrizio Romano said 2 minutes ago, Ivan Tony to Al Ali. Here we go. Deal completed between the clubs with Brentford for the £40 million package. Medical done. Contract agreed, and Ivan will travel to Saudi this weekend to be presented. Osman deal off today, and Tony now finally done. Wow. Ivan Tony going to Saudi. That just feels wrong. Why didn't we go and try and get this guy? £40 million package. I mean, surely we could have gone and got him at some point. It would have been a good addition. But then saying that, right, if he's the type of guy to go and play in Saudi Arabia just for the money, do we really want him at United right now? You know, there's times and there's time and a place to go and play in Saudi. It's not the right time and place for Ivan Tony. He's flying high in his career right now. He should be playing in the top league for a top team or something, you know, or at least trying to. But no, he's just followed the money. So I think that's piss poor from Ivan Tony, that. But good luck to him, I suppose. Carlos Sola joins West Ham on loan from PSG. Deal confirmed as well. That's new news that's just come in now as well. So Carlos Sola has joined West Ham on loan. Interessant. Yeah, Nelson set to join Fulham on loan. Reece Nelson, yeah, we already knew that. Interesting. Very interesting. And we smashed 150 likes as well. Hello, Charlie. Piggy, you need to do a movie review channel, bro. Would be a good topic to review movies. I mean, I've thought about it, but I don't have enough hours in the day, mate. It's the money, his family set for life. Yeah, fair enough then, Psycook. I mean, who am I to say? I wouldn't turn it down either if I got an offer to make, 3 times as much as I could do doing whatever, it's like, that's how life works, isn't it? You got to follow the money to a degree. But it's a bit different when you're a top athlete, like a player like that, when you can go and play for some quality top teams. Instead, you're just sort of selling your legacy away for money, which is a shame. Big ups that Edward Furlong was too high to play Connor for T3. That's a real shame, isn't it? Yeah, that's the only shit thing about it, really, is that they've got a different guy playing John Connor, the heroin addict guy in it. It's quite ironic, really, because the actor who's playing him, obviously the character in it's like a smackhead now, isn't he? Or something like that. Like John Connor's basically turned into a smackhead. So it would have suited Edward Furlong down to the ground, mate. It's a shame. So he literally, in the movie, he's supposed to be like a smackhead down on his luck now, John Connor. And they've got a smackhead, Edward Furlong, to play him, but he's too much of a smackhead to be able to fucking turn up and shoot and do things like that. So, yeah, it's a shame, really. Could have been even more authentic. Paul, I do respond to as many comments as I possibly can, obviously. I am reading out loads and loads of different people's comments. It's not just Zane's. Don't worry, I'll get round to everybody. Encore says Solanke will be getting England call-ups. We'll probably see Anthony Gordon play as a striker for England at some point. Yeah, I like your style. Quite realistic. Dion Davis, hello. You bet none of the top clubs in the Premier League even submit a bid for Tony. Poor decision. Yeah, I guess it is a lot of money, but not really that much in the grand scheme of things when players are moving quite freely and regularly for 70 million quid. So yeah, I'm a bit surprised nobody has gone in for him, because he's a proven goal scorer. He's not going to get you a miraculous amount of goals, but he'll get you a good solid amount of goals every single season, won't he? So, good player. Super chat. Zamiasi says T3 was the most expensive film of all time when it was released. Was it really? Crikey, lad. Next on useless guff Zane has in his mind. Fair enough, though. Ivan Tony, his England football career now. Yeah, he doesn't care, does he? That's what I'm saying. He's gone for the money. Tony or Xerxes? Well, Xerxes. Arsenal should have taken him, to be honest. You can't see Tony starting for a top 6 club due to his age and profile. Well, maybe. But we could have done with him as an option. I'm not saying he would have been starting, but as an option if he wanted to play a smaller role in a big team. Do you think United will have any more signings tonight? No, I don't, Psychook. I think that's us done. We're awaiting the full-blown confirmation for Sancho to Chelsea. Still hasn't come through just yet, but other than that, doesn't look like we're doing any business coming in inwards anyway. Exactly, it's no Super Paul Mullin. Pig, Zane, the type of guy to watch a movie during a football match. Oh, definitely, mate. Oh, you know, when he goes to the Emirates, he's just got his headphones on, mate, and he's deep into some fucking World of Warcraft on his portable device. Or, you know, deep into Avatar and just looking up occasionally to see Saka bang one in the back of the net or something. 100%. You just think all the money Chelsea have spent at no striker, they could have got Tony. Yeah, well said, well said. It's quite bizarre. I mean, they've got like João Felix and stuff, don't they? So they've got options. But yeah, you think Sterling will play well at Arsenal? Well, probably do a decent job for them, Tony, as a bit part player. Would have been a good backup. That's it. And so would have Sterling been a good backup for either United or Arsenal. That's why they've gone and got him. Trippier was retired from international duty. Oh, has he? Really interesting. Did you see Harry Maguire getting back in Carsley's squad? For England, pretty raw. Pretty interesting stuff, that. Fair play to the slab. It's another transfer window that Slabby Maguire's managed to stay at the football club. Hey Zane, thanks for another one. Third best Batman film, Batman Forever. I don't know about that, mate. Nah. I reckon The Dark Knight is the third best Batman film. I reckon the best one's the first one with Michael Keaton. The second one, Batman Returns, I reckon is the second best one. And then I reckon Batman, The Dark Knight is the third best one. Forever's kind of a little bit half suspect. You know, like Jim Carrey as that Riddler, annoying bastard and all that. You know, I love Jim Carrey, but in that, you know, he's a bit fucking nutty, mate. Anyway, Zane just wants to have some serious movie chat, this twat, doesn't he? We're on here talking about the transfers, man. We've got January window to get players in. That's also true. And we've also got the January window to get rid of players. Like, if these players don't prove themselves between now and then every possibility, you know, that's going to happen. The Dark Knight is the second best. Well, maybe, PJ. Only because of Heath Ledger. If you take Heath Ledger's scenes out of that film, it's an absolutely bang average film. But Heath Ledger just absolutely cooks up a storm in that movie, doesn't he? Rest in peace to a legend. And just steals the show, mate. It's absolutely quality. You watch Chelsea flop, too many Chiefs trying for the solo glory. Yeah, precisely. That's it, mate. Too many cooks spoil the broth. Shame the Joker is dead in real life. Oh, he was amazing in that role, wasn't he? So good. Zane's sending enough super chats to fund the next transfer window. You say that, LA John, but I don't know if you realise Zane Miasi's sending these 199ers, lad. You know what I mean? 199ers, lad. You know, he's cheaped out over the years, this guy. He's cheaped out to a 199er, lad. Zane says, I'm only joking, by the way. I appreciate anything. I appreciate everything. I'm only joking. It's banter. Chukai increased budget for Piggy Super Chat. Sorry. Hey, get in there. Nice one. That's awesome, Zane Miasi. Yeah, keep them coming. Yeah, keep them coming. Nice one. Anyway, thank you for that, though, Zano. I do appreciate that. So let's just go and have another look here, see what else has trickled in since we've been chatting away here. Another done deal has just been announced. Done deal. Stansfield joins Birmingham from Fulham. Birmingham has signed Jay Stansfield from Fulham for a reported fee of 10 mil. Wow. It's quite a lot, I reckon, for him. But he's only 21-year-old, obviously, you know, so he's got a lot of potential there. Fair enough. 10 mil. Jay Stansfield has moved, and he joins Birmingham from Fulham. Deal sheet has been submitted for Jadon Sancho's move to Chelsea from Manchester United as well. Big news, a deal sheet has been submitted for Jadon Sancho's move to Chelsea. This is via BBC News. They are reporting that is the case. Simon Stone via the BBC. So let me get that up on screen here for you legends as well. And that's good news. That's just from a couple of minutes ago. Let me pop that up there. Deal sheet for Sancho in. So looks like that's going, guys. See you later on, Jadon. Go and melt it up at Chelsea, please. Please do not darken our door again with your gaff performances, lad. Nice one. Ulf793, big ups to yourself as well for being a member over here for so long now, mate. 29 months, hashtag 29. Get in there, Ulf793, I appreciate you. He says, Zane needs to start a film review YouTube channel. He should. He's got quite, you know, Zane, you should start posting on your channel, mate. You've got a little bit of a following over on your channel, don't you there, Zane Miasi, that? For being a man about town on YouTube, do you know what I mean? For being a known criminal on YouTube, mate. No, I'm joking. For being a man about town on YouTube, mate. Everybody knows Zane. He's got a lot of subscribers considering he had no any fucking videos, mate. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, you should do. Nicole Kidman, Batman Forever, says Zane Miasi. What about Michelle Pfeiffer, lad? Batman Returns. You know what I'm saying? Or was that Batman one? No, Batman Returns, yeah. About Michelle Pfeiffer, lad. What about Alicia Silverstone, Batman and Robin? Upgrade your camera. It's on the list, Andy. It's on the list. It's on the list. Once to find out my living situation sorted, then I'll start improving things. But right now, just saving up every penny, mate. Ward-Prowse would have been helpful. United surprised we didn't try hijack that one. Sancho will sting us. Could do, but he's a bit shy. He's kind of like a bee with no stinger. Cameron Diaz, the mask. Yeah, me too, Mike. Fair play, Catalan. Do a farewell song for Sancho and McTominay. Do a farewell song for Sancho and McTominay. Okay. Well, we spent 73 million on Jadon Sancho. Turns out that was an absolute fucking rip. And now he's fucked off to our rivals Chelsea. For probably only a few million quid. But at least we've got that absolute meltback gone out the team. Because he was fucking shite. And to be perfectly honest with you, I've had enough of this guff. And I'll sleep a little bit better tonight. But good luck to Scotty McTominay at Napoli. I hope he gets on over there happily. Let's hope he's not crappily. Anyway, there you go. Sorry, I'm done with that. Bollocks. Anyway, pick up yourself there for that request. I'm here all night, guys. A sequel to Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, or not? Well, I mean, you know, no, because they're all just like 100 years old now, aren't they? Like, yeah, okay, you know, Kevin Costner's Robin Hood, you know, jumping through windows and fucking swinging through windows on curtains and fighting 10 bloody soldiers off with a sword and all that business. It's believable when he's 36, mate. It ain't believable when he's fucking 70, lad. And, you know, also the Sheriff of Nottingham, Alan Rickman's no longer alive anyway, so it'd be like you have to get somebody else to be the new bad guy, and it'd just be shit, really. It would just be absolute shit. So, no. To answer your question, no. Look, has anybody not got any better frigging questions around here, guys? Oh, thank you very much, guys. Well, just on the spot, made your toes tappily. Oh, nice. Deal sheet for Brozier to Everton in. Oh, nice one, mate. Nice one. Interessante. He got the job in a technicality of a legend who recommended you. You are nothing. You are a fool, and you're a waste of time. Good night. David Moyes, you are the biggest fool in Manchester. That's my Andy T impression there, Paul Martinez, mate. Nice one. Opening for Oasis. Don't want to steal Zane's thunder. Nice one, mate. Oh shit, I was going to try and play Wonderwall, but it's so ridiculously out of tune. I'm not even going to bother. Okay, any hoosers. No, I didn't see the new Crow movie. I refuse to watch that shit, mate. I refuse to watch that shit. I'm full on just interested in the old Crow movie, mate, which is good. I'm not watching the new one. Why would you need to watch the new one? Just watch the old one. Know what I mean? Yeah, I did see it. The fans in Naples very passionate. They were absolutely loving it, weren't they? They were loving Scotty McTominay. Thank you, Paul. Appreciate that. Nice one. Now, they fucked up on that new one. What's that then, Abano? I don't even know what we're talking about anymore. I think I've lost the will to live with all of Zamiasi's guff talking that's taken place during this live stream. Okay, yeah, Brozier to Everton deal sheet in. I've just seen that as well. Yeah, thank you for the update. And there's a picture now of PSG's Carlos Soler signing a West Ham shirt on loan at West Ham. I think that's quite a good move for West Ham, actually. Probably a decent technical player to get in there, bolster their midfield options with Ward-Prowse going out. You know, decent little bit of tinkering going on there, I reckon. So, yeah, fair play to him. They've got a decent squad to West Ham. Not bad. I think, anyway, that's good enough, really. The deal sheet in, I think we can basically assess that, yeah, Jadon Sancho is pretty much a Chelsea player now, and obviously the situation does look like it's going to be an obligation to buy. So at the end of this loan deal, he should just become a permanent Chelsea player. You're tired of listening to fellow Liverpool fans bitch about a window, I know that. Yeah, I mean, you've only signed that one player, right? But that was a very good addition, very good signing. Chiesa, you know, very good player. And you didn't really need to spend all that much. Oh, the Crow remake, right? Yeah, sorry, yeah. I know. I can't believe they remade that. Not many people in Naples have heard of McTominay. I find that hard to believe, though, Simon, because they were bloody loving it at the airport when he got off there. Some movies you just leave alone. Yeah, spot on. I'm not going to Oasis. No. I would like to, but just not the right time for me, mate. It's bloody expensive, all that stuff. Rip Alan Rickman. Oh, he's a great actor. They have remade The Crow. Apparently, it's crap and a box office flop. They should have never done that. It's sacrilegious to remake that. What do I think of drawing Rangers and Spurs? Well, we didn't draw Spurs, but we drew Rangers, and we've got a tie against Jose Mourinho's Fenerbahce with Amrabat and Fred in the middle of the park. We've also obviously got another big game against Porto. So, we've got some big games, but we didn't draw Spurs, did we? We couldn't draw them because they was in the same pot as us. But in regards to the other teams we've got good draws. They're all reasonably easy teams for us to be able to overcome. Apart from Porto, of course, the Jose Mourinho Fenerbahce game going to be tough, and the Battle of Britain Rangers game's going to be tough. These are all losable games, but they're all winnable games. And then all the other games we've got as well, we should absolutely be winning. So, yeah. What do you think of McTominay and Gilmore? I think that's going to be good BF gaming. I think it's going to really, really be quite a good time for him over there. They've made some decent additions. It doesn't even necessarily look like Osimhen's going anywhere at the moment either. So if they can keep hold of him, I doubt they will. They've got to get rid of him because they signed Lukaku and McTominay spent all this money and he wants to go. Surely he's just going to Saudi Arabia now. 23 million to buy Sancho at the end of the loan. Is that what's being reported, is it? Yeah, it sounds about right. It's quite cheap, but it depends how much the initial fee is. If they're paying 7 million up front or 10 million up front, then, you can understand it. But that is not that much money, considering we paid 73 million for him. Oh, nice. Update from Fab as well in regards to Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling, new Arsenal player. All documents are signed. Loan deal, no option to buy. There you go. Loan deal, no option. Straight loan for Raheem to Arsenal. Jose will do us. I'm concerned about that, mate. Yeah. Really? 20 million divorce, bloody hell. We should have signed Osimhen. I would have liked it as well, Paul, if we'd had a bit more ambition. You said Copenhagen was easy, pig. Well, I just think when I say easy, don't let me insult anyone by saying I just mean like teams Man United on paper should be beating. Copenhagen, we didn't even draw Copenhagen, did we? No option to buy. Yeah, pretty nutty. You missed the draw. You thought you had Spurs. It must have been us then. All right, yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Ryan Kent. All right, yeah. Where's my controller tonight? It's down on the ground. I actually ordered another one. Unfortunately, I broke my last one, so it's no surprise, is it? All the times I've knocked it around, it actually broke. So I had to buy another one, guys. But thankfully, Very, the retailer, Very sent me a voucher the other day, which was a £30 cashback when you spend £60 on the next purchase, mate. I couldn't believe it. I was like, well, that's too good to be true. Went on there, got a cheeky little Xbox controller, and added a little gift for little P's birthday to the basket just to take it over the 60. Happy days, mate. Got it for like 31 quid delivered or something, mate, including a little gift for the nipper as well. Bargain. I'm a bargain hunter, me. So I got an official red Xbox controller for 30 bones. Happy days. I know you can get them for like 45 or even cheaper when they're on sale, but it's just a good price, wasn't it? Decent. Anyway, enough about my life. Right, keep smashing those likes, guys. We've got over 200 legends in here still. Big up everybody in the live chat. We're nearly at 200 likes. We've got to get to 200 likes tonight on this transfer news deadline day show. And we're just trying to wait for the news to come in about Sancho confirmed to Chelsea. It's not quite happening at the moment. But obviously we do know that the deal sheet's been submitted and everything, so there shouldn't be any issues. Now that we've missed out on Branthwaite and possibly Rabiot, could we go for them in Jan? I guess we could, depending on how we're doing and who we maybe need. Give your broken controller to Chi-Wolf. You must always play with a broken controller. That's harsh, lad. Varane gone yet. Slabby's still here. Yeah, and Lindelof's still here as well. So, yeah, they managed to survive another window. Quite interesting. But we did manage to get rid of a few players at least this summer. Sancho, here we go. Let's go to Fiso. Is there a Sancho, here we go now from Fab? Well, we've already seen the here we go from Fab, actually. But we're just waiting for the finalised permanent, the news, the proper news. I hate it, Sidecook. It's awful. Don't know why they changed it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. It was fine as it was, and now they've ruined it. Cheers for that, Paul. Yeah, it's gash, mate. I hate the new format of the Europa and Champions League. It's crap. Yeah, that's right. There's still plenty of time to sign free agents. What can we expect from the Flab this season? I expect him to be a professional. He's going to be available. He's going to be fit and available. And when he's called upon, he'll probably be very committed, and he'll probably do a good job for us, you know, so fair play. Think the layout for Europa is okay, but not good for champs. Oh, really? Yeah. I hate the AI draw. That was rubbish. Champions League looks a lot like the Super League. Yeah, I know, Drew. It's absolute gaffarama, my son. Yeah, I hate them both. The older ways were definitely better, in my opinion. Tony getting 400k. Wait, do you reckon? That's insane, isn't it, Hansy? It wouldn't surprise me, mate. You know, fair enough. That's why he's going over there. He's not going over there to better himself as a footballer or going over there to better his legacy as a footballer. He's going over there just for the money. Fair play to him. If he can get that sort of money, then fair play. I don't know, Simon. It's an absolute debacle. Ugarte will be our best signing. Let's hope so, mate. Rabiot to pay free agents. BF Gaming, what was the point of opening balls if stupid button selected the teams anyway? Exactly, absolute nonsense. You can't really block Zane since it's all super chats they get rid of. Exactly, no, Zane's a big supporter of the channel, and plus he's never offensive. He's always pretty sound, is Zane, even if he does chat absolute bollocks and cod shite. Anyway, you know, I'm getting annoyed now, so we're pretty much gonna just wrap the show up soon. But thank you so much to everybody who's got in here. I am going to ask you all to go over and enter a competition. Right, guys, I have to apologise. I know I've been talking about this for a week or whatever. Giveaway. So I'm going to give you all another chance to enter the giveaway, and we're going to draw 6 winners. That's right, you heard it here. 6 winners on the next stream. You know, and 6 winners this time, and it is going to get drawn. All you have to do to win a T-shirt and have a chance of getting a Breaking Brigade T-shirt is to go over to my official Manuel Ugarte signs video and comment on the video in the next 20 minutes. That's all you have to do. So please do that. And also smash a like on the video as well if you can. That will help us out. But I'll just send you over to this video. It's just a little video of me discussing Manuel Ugarte. It basically died a death because I used all my notifications up on YouTube, and also, I don't know, my channel struggles for uploads with stuff like that, to be fair. So please go over here and give us some boosting love by smashing like, go and watch it and comment on it. Give it a comment, and if you comment in the next 15 minutes, you'll be entered into this giveaway. We're going to draw 6 winners next time around. Okay, so let me write this down in the chat. Giveaway, comment here. There it is. All right, folks, that's the link to the video. It's just an announcement video for the official signing of Manuel Ugarte. Nothing that exciting, but go give it a watch and smash a like on it if you want. The poll then is just ended. 69% of the live chat are happy with Manchester United's window. 31% are not happy with Manchester United's window. So definitely a positive thing there. What video? So it's this video here, Kim. Link right here in the live chat right there. If you click that link on that video, it'll take you through to a video just announcing Ugarte. Smash a like on it, give it a comment, and you'll be entered. I can see that Zips7275, Paul Warburton have already entered. So big up you legends. You will be entered into the giveaway. Thank you. Nice one to Fiso, Mynamic, Drew, Neil. Thank you, Neil. Better camera might be cool. Yeah, definitely, I agree. Got to step things up, lad. 100%. We're going to improve it. Nice one, Mynamic, Andy, Simon, everyone, Paul, Jonathan Gallagher. Look, big up all the moderators. Big up all the legends in the chat. We know what's happened. Sterling's going to Arsenal. Sancho's going to Chelsea. It could take up to 1 a.m. for this to actually be full-on announced here. It's not quite gone through just yet, but it is going through, and Jadon Sancho is now going to be a Chelsea player. It looks like there's going to be obviously an obligation to buy on the deal as well. So see you later on, Jadon Sancho. Thank you for the gash memories, but not really, mate. You know what I mean? Definitely. Thank you, Elliot, Zip, Neil, Conti, Urbano. Once again, here's the link in the live chat, guys. Go check that out. Go and subscribe, or subscribe to this channel, Flying Pig United, and go and smash a comment on that video. Yeah, Sancho's gone, mate. He's gone to Chelsea. Well, look, the deal sheet's in for Sancho, so it looks like it's going ahead, mate. It's just that it hasn't quite, I guess, been announced or processed just yet, but it should be any moment now. Couldn't be up till 1 a.m. anyway. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe if you're new for the latest Manchester United news. Smash the like before you go on this video. Hit the subscribe if you're new. Bell icon as well for notifications. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Kick at Flying Pig United. Also, yeah, go over there and comment on that video, smash a like on it, and you'll be entered into the giveaway next time around. Nice one, guys. Thank you, Kim, BF Gaming, Neil, JN. He has indeed, JN. Yes, he has indeed. Sterling to Arsenal is done. Thank you, Neil. Thank you, Trini Red Devil. Thank you, all the legends in the live chat and everybody lurking out there and watching. Big ups to the legends of this channel and the community here. Thanks for hanging out with us for deadline day evening there. Disco Dave, you absolute legend. Have a great night. And all the heroes in the channel, shout out to you legends. Orlando Arellano. Big ups to the members in green, like Orlando video. And Paul Martinez, thanks for becoming a member again tonight, mate, for supporting the channel. Thank you, everybody. Simon, Jamie, JN, big ups, JN. Remember, you can come back after, comment your thoughts and opinions about this transfer window and any of the signings we've made. Get your thoughts and opinions in there afterwards, after it's finished. And then also, as I say, go over and comment on this video and smash a like. You will be entered into a giveaway worldwide t-shirt. Win is on the cards for 6 of you lucky people. Nice one, Enigma Owl, Jamie Robinson, and everybody else. That's it from me. Stay classy. Piggy loves you. It's a good window for Man United. Ugarte coming in a couple of hours ago. Positive stuff. 8 out of 10 window for me. We still got a little bit to do. Would have been nice if we got a winger. Would have been nice if we got maybe a bit more cover in midfield, I suppose. Would have been nice if we got left back. But overall, we've had a pretty good window, and I rate it pretty well. And also, we got rid of a couple of players. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, John N. Good luck to you, JN. Neil, Jamie, Kim, Paul, BF, and everybody else. That's it from me then, guys. Have a great night. Piggy loves you. Sancho to Chelsea and Raheem Sterling to Arsenal are the big moves of the late sort of last hour of this window. And then also the big news of the evening, really, Manuel Ugarte, permanent transfer from PSG to Manchester United. Get in there, my son. Done and dusted. Thanks for watching. You've been watching The Flying Pig. Have a good one, Urbano, JN, Paul, and everybody else in the live chat. See you on the next one. And remember, Piggy loves you. And also remember, when the seagulls follow the trawler, as this is because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you very much.